You on? Shout out to the real. Shout out to
the fake.
Shout out to that nosy bitch. She better stay in her place. Get in line. Punk. I'm gonna have to retract that. I forgot not to curse in the first 80 seconds.
I gotta learn all
I have to take that off. Shout out to the real. All right, we right here. Introduce yourself, everybody.
Who we starting
Naughty Body. Oh,
Naughty, yeah. Ladies first.
Sorry, Naughty Body in the building.
Pat the Saga.
Peace, what up? This is Fantom of the Beat. Heat for the street. Haas G, UMCs all day.
Salute, this is Rom Record.
Rom Record. How'd you get that name, man?
One who wrecks rhymes is backwards.
Oh, you wreck rhymes?
Yeah.
So what, was you battling or something?
You said what?
Well, did you get that from battling people, or you
just
came up with
actually, I just came up with the name. It's half mechanical, half human. So
So right now, let's talk about what's happening right now. And then I'll dive into the history.
Oh man. There's a lot happening right now.
Yeah, it's a lot happening.
You know, we handle some technical difficulties, and now we on this side of the table. That was happening just now. We good.
That was definitely happening.
All right, and y'all rose to the occasion. We all rise to the occasion.
Yeah. Thank you for being patient.
No, not a problem. That's really what's happening right now. We all here to rise to the occasion. There's a lot of dysfunction, you know, going on, and you know what I'm saying. I think we right on time.
You know, right on time. Shout out to the real. Let's talk about the new project.
Rekka, where you at, Rekka?
I'm right here. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, the peoples know you, right?
They should by now. They
know you. They know me. So the new project is man, it was a long time in the coming. Like we was already, you know, planning this whole thing out. So basically what ended up happening was myself and Rekka, you know, we've been scoring a couple of joints for how long? Like
since 2018.
2018. Yeah, so we was hitting the world with a few joints, you know what I mean? Some nice, decent, dope records. And you know, it just came to this point where some of our you know, brothers from Staten Island decided to put out a documentary. So that right there, you know, while we was already, you know, doing what we do and being part of this history, the documentary landed at the right time for us to just figure out, you know, create a nice single for it.
It all met up at the same time. The movie, the idea, the motivation, and the music all hit at the same time. So I guess, you know, it was all law and order right there with it.
So
that was definitely in order.
So this new project, the documentary, that's about everybody in Staten Island, or it's about your journey?
Well, we're gonna do a UMC's documentary later on, plug. But you know, right now, this is about the rising, the up and coming Staten Islanders at that point in time where, you know, we were coming out. So you want to talk about the, you know, late 80s, early 90s, you know, all the groups, all the inspirational parties that were involved that helped, you know, us, you know, come together and manifest hip hop in Staten Island, you know, music in Staten Island. And that's what this documentary is about. So you're gonna get a lot of behind the scenes of, you know, a lot of the early birds, the ones that started, the ones that paved the way. You know, the stories are going to be told on how they got started. They're going to show relationships and you know, different brotherhoods amongst the whole Staten Island, but you know, some were more friends with others than others, and you know how they developed into crews and teams and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I talked to Pop the Brown Hornet.
Right.
It's a long time ago. What's he doing right now?
Well, Pop is part of that documentary too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
GP Wu and all of that. You know how that went down. You know, I guess until Pop decided, you know, he's gonna continue, but he's gonna do it, you know, at his own pace and at his own time. Maybe because of circumstances, maybe because of just personal choice, whatever it is. But you're gonna catch all of that in the documentary. You're gonna get all the info. It's all gonna drop.
And my man wanted to know too, because you're kind of a couple years, you know, he says you've been missing. So he was
Yo,
wondering.
you killing me right now because I'm ready to go get a plate of food. Like yo,
Tearing it up,
what
yo.
are
I
you
ain't gonna lie. I
doing?
was about to make a sandwich.
Like,
or something.
yo.
Listen, I gotta tell you, real, HighlyDishFunctional is really supposed to be a food show. So I'm usually always eating.
It would have been great right now.
It's a food
Right?
show. So this is the
Oh,
day
okay.
we on a Zoom date right now.
We should have all had samplers in front of us and whatnot. Like, yo, like
listen, when we do it again in person, we gonna get to do all of that. That's the
good.
plan.
I ain't mean to cut you. It was just you just
getting down.
It's all good.
It's
all good. Because we unorthodox here. So this a couple years been missing, and I know you do other things. So why, you know what I'm saying, you have so many gaps in between your music career?
That's a great question. And I mean, we can reflect on what's going on right now. And I think some of the things that's happening in the music game right now will tell you the story of why I had a few gaps, because I'm cautious, because I'm observant, because I know how to tell what the timing is for a lot of things. So, you know, you fall back when you're not, you know, chimed in the way that whoever is running the game or whoever's doing whatever, you got to fall back and you got to observe this, you know, what's happening. And then you come up with your strategy, which, you know, you'll see how I moved. Every time I came up with it was hit and run. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
your process is gonna take time anyway, because honestly, I don't know much about the industry, but I know it could be like a puppet show. You know what I'm saying? If you let it, if you're not strong minded. So you did good with moving how you moved, honestly.
It's crazy. I mean, when I decided to become a producer, the very first beat that I really sold was Busta Rhymes. You understand what I'm saying?
That leads to my question. What was your initial lane? Like, what did you want to do? Did you want to be a producer? Did you want to be a artist? And like, what did you want to do initially? Like, what was your initial?
The whole thing with me was I rapped. I participated in graffiti. I participated in
You're an artist. You're an artist.
I danced in videos. I choreographed.
Oh, you do everything.
Dances. I was down with a lot of the dances. You know what I'm saying? So it was just overall all of it. And then, you know, we just had an opportunity to, you know, get some records out. You know, we rapped, we partied, we DJ, we did everything.
We did in the culture.
We did rapping for fun, you know, until we realized that, yo, we really good at this. You know what I'm saying?
Innovators, yeah.
So that's how it started happening. And that was my first play, rapping. But I was always behind the scenes no matter what. I was always producing. I produced the beats for UMCs. You know, I was producing back then. And that was that was a groundbreaking album. So, you know, the accolades that I caught of being part of that production, myself and RNS, and you know, Kim would drop in here and there and you know, throw us a loop or two, you know what I mean? But we was always into it like that. And my whole personal thing was I just like business.
Mm.
I like, you know, I could play back here quiet, you know what I'm saying, and just watch it all go down, and then pull my peoples to the side or behind closed doors and be like, yeah, we ain't doing that. You know, this is how we're gonna move. This is what we need to do to move. You know what I'm saying? And that influence stood, you know, it was a duo, me and Kim, but we both had that, you know, we wanted to learn the game, we wanted to be a part of the game, we wanted to do music, we wanted to dance, we wanted to tour, we wanted it all, you know what I'm saying?
For the culture.
For the
Speaking
culture,
about dancing,
the whole culture.
we talk to UMCs that want to grow on. I used to
Yeah.
be
Uh-huh.
I used to be tearing it up back then. That was my shit right there.
Wait,
I was tearing it up. Y'all don't even know. I
no
can move.
idea.
I can move. I can still move.
I'm sure you can.
That's good.
Record can move. I can move. We all
I'm
do it.
moving.
I don't think I move as fast as I used to move, but
Right.
You can still move.
I can still move. Yo, you can't. Man, listen.
Don't be that metronome is still ticking. It's just we use it on the beats now. Because when we making the beats, you know it's that.
You know where it's
internal.
at.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That feel is still there. We just transferred the dance energy to the production and the bars and all that. That's how you
Look,
already know. Just like you said, that used to be my jam. It's still your jam. You still on beat with it. You know what I'm saying? We just we moving different. We're a little older, so we moving different. That's all.
I bet you can't even tell. You can't tell what I'm dancing to when I make these moves right here.
That look like the WAP or something.
Now that's
say,
boom, 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 boom.
Oh, you talking about the beat?
Boom. What? See, this is how we stay intact with all of this, B. It's in us. We don't.
That's a fact.
It's in us.
You can't do it. You can't be in this culture and not connected to the culture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's many entities in it, but they not part of the culture.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately,
you have a lot of that going on now.
It's an overlapping of entities not part of the culture, but parasiting of the culture. But like everybody on this feed, we are part of the culture. We live there. Hip hop is not in your phone when we was coming up. It's you lived it. When you came outside, everybody know what's your pedigree and your status, how you dress, how you look, how you talk, your lingo. They knew what you was about. We lived it.
Bunch of frauds on social media now.
Yeah, it's a lot of pump faking at an all-time high. You know what I'm saying?
Bunch of frauds. Sorry.
I got a question for, and either one of you guys could answer. By the way, grind mode, I've been pushing that since I heard it the first time.
Who's freezing?
Am I freezing?
What's that?
I gotta learn how to do that.
Can you guys hear me?
I see.
You hear me? So I was gonna ask a question, and either one of you guys could answer it regarding, like, I would consider you guys boom bap, right? Do you feel that boom bap door has opened again for the sound that you guys bring to the table?
All right,
you want to go? You want to go?
Let me hit at this one real quick because it'll, you know what I mean? It'll flow right into yours, right? But here's the whole thing. Tell me why you consider us boom bap.
Well, I feel that era that you guys came out, basically the ground up started, to me, was boom bap.
Right.
That sound was that boom bap.
Okay, so you basing it off of the texture, the
culture,
the drive, the culture, and it don't look like pop radio. It's and
that's right? What I was gonna say. The boom bap I felt was more
real,
contained outside, where corporate America didn't taint it at that point.
Okay, so let's take the adjective boom bap out of play.
Okay.
One to grow on.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Soul Train.
That's not
Top
really boom
10
bap.
radio, right?
What was the last one?
Soul Train, Top 10 radio.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we come with that feel that you want, but we learned how to make it that whole commercial thing on another level. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So it is what you calling it, but we didn't get pigeonholed. We advanced it
Took it to another.
where it had to go.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and
Makes
you know,
sense.
a lot of people misconstrue what popular or commercial is. You know, the only thing behind that, and it has nothing to do with selling out. It has nothing to do with none of that, because at the end of the day, we don't own the radio stations. We don't own distribution. We don't even own the higher up record labels. So what it is the records that were chosen to put out there, even though they had that, you could relate because you could feel it, but they made those records commercial. And commercial wasn't selling out. Commercial was just the popular masses had access to it.
To hear it and listen to it.
That was it. You know what I'm saying? But yes, we are of that boom bap. We are of that. I call it real. You know, how gritty does Magic Stick sound?
That don't sound good at all. I was gonna get to that.
It don't sound gritty?
No, no. You said gritty. I thought you said green. Oh, I thought you said
Oh,
green.
nah.
Gritty.
How
Definitely
gritty
gritty.
does that beat sound?
Yeah.
Right? And they
That
made
beat's
it.
hard.
They made it popular, right? So that was a commercial record, but nah, my craft is still grit and grime and boom bap, as you would say. You know what I mean? So that's hopefully I answered that question the right way. But that was my take on it.
Definitely.
Shout out to the real. How did Magic Stick come about for the people?
That was basically, back in the day, like when Fifth was with he was with Trackmasters, Rich Nice and them. That's when I was actually starting to shop beats. I already did the Busters Take It Off record. So now I'm up at Sony, and we conversated then and there. But for some reason, I don't know. I think there was a lot of politics going on at that time. I think that's right when he was already searching for an escape, from Trackmasters and all that, and was getting ready to go straight and start messing with Iveen and Dre and 50 in them. So I gave him beats then, and he activated. I gave him the beats. He was ready, but something happened, and then we lost contact. Long story short, my cousin was his DJ. So this is one to grow on for everybody else out there too. A lot of this game is relationships, and just being at the right place at the right time, connecting the dots. So back to what I was saying, my cousin Giz was his DJ while he was on the road. So, that's a no-brainer. Plus, I'm Haas G from Staten Island, UMCs and all that. So it makes it easier to be able to connect. So I gave my cousin the tape. He told me, yo, Fifth is working on an album. You need to be involved, blah, 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 blah. I said, all right, I'm gonna send you what I got. I sent it, and probably like that week, the end of that week, I got the phone call to come into the studio and lay the track. oh, Fifth got an idea for this, and whatever. So I ran in there and I dropped it. I laid everything down with Shy Money. We was in Long Island, and we was just waiting for the lyrics because Fifth was traveling at the time, so he wasn't actually in the studio with me at the first run. So he did his lyrics on the road. They got Trina. Trina didn't work out at first. Then they went to Little Kim, and that was the perfect match. And that's how that whole thing went down. Then it was time to mix, master. Got the phone call, yo, this is going to be a single. Yeah, okay, let's see. You know what I mean? It was all of that. So it was just like you wait it out. You want to see it happen, but you don't ever, you don't stress the fact that, you just got a message about it and you never know where it could go. So it ended up doing good. No video. That's a key thing. So going back to boom bap and commercial, and guess what? Eric B and Rakim was commercial early, and it was still boom bap. You know what I'm saying? There's records that came out that had no videos. What happened? Boom, the record just blew up. Why? Because it was generic, it was popular, and the people loved it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what catapulted, some of that boom bap. But yeah, so 50 and Kim couldn't decide on doing a video. And, the record just spun on its own. It had, it was a good feel. So it took off on its own. Those are the records that I love. Like, I remember back in the days, we didn't have no videos for a lot of records at first. You know what I mean? But the record got around. So that means it was hot in the street.
Right.
It was hot all over the place.
Yeah, but was you disappointed that, him, 50 and Lil Kim couldn't get along at that time and never, made a video before? Because it would have been so much bigger if they could have brought that together. Do you ever think like, what if?
Right.
Now, I'm grateful for every day I wake up. I'm living. I'm thankful, and I didn't think what if, because I know what this is science. So I know that if they applied that, it would have gone even more based on the fact that it did what it did without it.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? So there was no what if. That special piece that it did its own thing without it was I was grateful for that. That tells you something. That tells me I could make a banger without a video.
Another video.
And it could pop.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I don't think in what if or damn it or why. I look at what is going on.
Yeah.
And for me, what was going on was, yo, you made a joint that had no video and it's popping in the street. It's popping all over. Okay. That's different right there. Like, I accomplished something that was different.
Shout out to the real. Let's go to Apollo Kids, man. That's one of my favorite joints in the whole entire world, that whole Supreme Clientele album. So talk about how that came about, just for the listeners out there, getting some history here.
I think, so when that came out, see, I was on something different. So, right, when that came out, I did that record before I ran back into you, right?
Yeah. I didn't even know that was you.
Right. So I did that before I ran into you. So I was already getting on my let me come back and let me attack everybody as much as possible. So I was an electrician then, right? So here's one of the cases in point where y'all asked before the falling back, or why so few in between or whatever. I felt bad. So I was an electrician at that point in time. I had the youngsters growing up, my kids, you know what I mean, doing the family thing and all of that. I went to, just do electrical work. But at that point in time, I started getting like, all right, antsy again. It's like, yo, this electric is dope, but it's not fulfilling enough. And a funny thing, the craziest thing is I'm working in all these record labels as an electrician.
Oh wow.
So I'm running
It's
into,
there.
yo, can you imagine? You're Haas from UFCs. Yo, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm lighting your shit up for you right now. And I'm really here lighting your shit up.
Real shit.
Um, so that part had me like, damn, why am I here? What's going on? And next thing you know, I'm at the label. I think we was at Atlantic Records at the time, the building. And I'm walking out the building from work, and somebody calls, Yo Haas, out of a limo. And I look around and I see the limo, and I'm like, who's calling? And it's Ghost. He just came home. So he's in front, you know what I mean, flexing in the limo. I don't he was having a meeting or something, but he saw me, he reached out, he hollered, and guess what? I told you I was dissatisfied. So I was already stacked. I already had some tapes on me. I had beat tapes on me and all
You're
of that.
ready.
I was, like going to work. I had beat tapes on me because I told you I was working at Mad Record Label. I was doing electric work at Mad Record Labels. So now, once again, this is how I looked at it. Not, yo, I'm doing a job and I'm working here and I'm not happy. Wait a minute. I'm doing a job. I'm working here. I'm lighting a whole floor up. I'm giving them electric. I'm giving them power, but I'm exposed to all of them right now. You understand what I'm saying?
How did you get those particular jobs?
I went to school.
I mean like in the record, you know what I'm saying? Like how did you get in those?
Whatever company I was with at the time, it was Union, Local 3.
Nice.
So we do all the city buildings. So whatever company I was working with had accounts with a lot of the record labels and stuff.
Nice.
So I'm like, okay, here's another approach.
Fate.
I'm hearing it like it ain't going nowhere.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So that worked out for me, and I was that was another area. That was a different area, different time. But that all led up to a whole lot more after that. So that's how we did Ghost. Gave Ghost the beat. I ain't hear from him though for like 6 months. Yeah, I thought that was dead. I thought that was buried.
And he put it out, or did you hear it on the radio, or did you know he was doing it or whatever?
They called me like 6 months. They called me 6 months later and said, "Yo, come to the studio and mix the record." What record?
It was already.
What record? To the studio and mix the record. Like, see, communication ain't the best all the time in this game. Right. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's moving around, everybody's doing what they do. You know, people get caught up, they're touring, they this, they that, but they got their work ahead of them. So, it was just a matter of, yo, I got this beat. That's in their mind. I got the beat. It's dope. Let's do it. Bang it out. Boom. All right, we're going to use it. We good. Let's rock with it. Cool. Yo, call up. You know what I'm saying? Then you get the call like, yo, we did the beat, blah, 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 blah. The dudes don't have time to go in the studio with producers no more. You know what I mean? We're not even built like that no more. Yo, send it MP3, send the wave files, send whatever. We'll do what we do. You know what I mean? Send it back. You understand what I'm saying? It's different. It's not like when we went into the studio with the producers and we there and we locking in right then and there.
It still exists a little. It still exists though. That does still happen.
It does happen. It does happen, but that's only by way of the wise and the mature.
Vibing, yeah.
Yeah,
so anybody know Smush? Anybody know Smush?
Smush?
Yeah.
Nah.
Smush, what up, baby? We don't know what's going
no,
on.
that's my friend. That's Smush. That's my boy. Oh, I think I might have. Yeah, Smush. I'm sorry, yo. I think he's trying to tune in somewhere to watch it.
Oh, all right.
Oh, that's what
Where's he
it
got to tune in?
He's trying to get on.
You go to YouTube.
He's
Hey,
trying to get on
YouTube,
live.
Smushy.
Go if you go. Yeah, he's trying to get in, but you got tell him the link is on Facebook.
Yeah, I tried to tell him. Hold on. That's why I didn't want to.
Right there. All right, back to the thing. UMCs. So
Wait, where are you guys? Where's everybody at?
So I'm in Florida.
See, all at once. Come on, help me out.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I'm in New York. I'm in Rockland County, New York, upstate New York. I don't even
Nice.
like to say upstate. I'm in Rockland County, New York. Shout out to the real. Chad is down there in Florida, about to die.
Don't even say that. That's
Crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, he about to. I told him.
You're
Get
not
out of
gonna
there.
die, yo.
Nah, we
Not
good.
even-
We good. I got a bunker. We straight.
Where you at? What part?
I'm right outside of Tampa. It's it's the same zip code as Newport Richey, but it's Trinity, Florida.
Okay.
So it's about 20 miles right outside of north of Tampa.
Never heard of it.
So
Yeah.
Tampa, huh? So
Yeah.
you're not near Orlando or nothing.
2 hours. 2 hours away from
2 hours Orlando
Wow.
and
So you out of
Kissimmee.
the danger
So
zone.
Kissimmee is the same
Kissimmee's a
thing.
little closer. So Kissimmee's about an hour and 45.
Okay.
All right. So
Oh.
you're out there then.
Yeah. We're
Because
on
Kissimmee
the
is
west.
far.
Yeah, we're on the Gulf Coast. We're on the west side.
So
Orlando and Kissimmee's going towards the east side.
go. All right. So
Not
2
even-
down.
I'm in the Bronx.
Oh, you New York.
Yeah, I'm in New York.
Closest one. There you go.
So where y'all at? Where you?
I see. We in New York.
We're in New York. I'm in Brooklyn.
Oh,
See,
okay.
they could let us do this in person. That's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Okay.
But that kind of answered the question about artists and producers getting together. We
Mhm.
all in different places, but we vibing right here on the Zoom. And that's, technology is why sometimes you don't get that organic vibe.
Right.
But we could be moving in different places. He could be on tour. I could be in a studio. So the technology helps, but it hurts in some places.
It's the gift and the curse.
So we
Gift
got to
and
make
curse.
the best of what it's for,
I mean, it's just like real life. People don't want to be together no more because of stuff like this.
Oh, come on, man.
Hold up. It's just like real life. People don't want to be together. People don't want to deal with people, man. It's weird.
It seems like the Temptations group. Like, yo, I don't want to be around none of y'all. But we're going to get this money. We're going to get this money. But I don't want to see none of y'all.
It's difficult trying to get everybody in the same room. Shout out to the real. So let's get to the UMC. So the UMC's hit. Y'all come out with those hits. But then what happens? The game changed? Did you start to do something else? What went down?
That's exactly what happened. The game was changing. We was getting shortchanged, and we changed our minds.
Period.
Yo, so y'all was getting shortchanged. The label was doing foul business.
One more time. The game was changing. We was getting shortchanged, and we changed our minds.
Yeah, all right, fuck it. I got it. I got it.
That was it.
Enough said.
That was really it. Like, we came out, we was dancers, we was live, energetic, wilding, you know what I mean? We did the jump off the stages, we did all that, you know what I mean? We dived off on Soul Train. We fly, we out there, everything is buzzing now. We did a whole East Coast tour from Florida all the way back up to your part of town. We did mad traveling West Coast, overseas. Now we back, and it's time to do a second album. But the record label got signed to such an enormous deal off of the strength of UMCs, off of the strength of Main Source, off of the strength of Lord Finesse, Chill Rob G, You name them, we even Gangstar.
Gangstar.
Those are the ones that put us on.
Oh,
So
really?
now the label, you know what I mean, is they catching a huge deal based on being an independent label with all these different kind of artists.
Hmm.
So now the major wants to give them, boom, they want to drop that, you know what I mean, that bag on them real quick. So they catch the bag, but they don't want to split none of it with us, based on the fact of it was us who, you know what I mean, we was the stable, we was the solid, team and clique that allowed you to get that deal. So you need to look out for us a little bit more, but they decided not to. So hence, uh, uh, things changed. The game changed. Now you just collecting that money and you leaving us hanging. Come on, man. Like that's not cool.
Did everybody on the roster feel that way?
Everybody felt that way. You never heard the stories of Wild Pitch Records?
Wild pitch. All right, yeah.
Go dig it up. For real. Go dig it up. Like
who was behind that?
Well, we speak now. Still fine.
Still fine. That's right.
And what was that conversation like, when it was going down? Like when you was about to, y'all saying, fuck it. What was that?
Oh, it wasn't the best of a conversation. But like I say, my outlook is different. It probably was way different back then, but maturing and all that, my outlook is those were lessons, major lessons. But yeah, our conversation wasn't great. It was just, nah, you're not doing for us. We're not doing no more. Hence, you know what? F it. Whatever we got to do for this album, because we bound by contract, let's do what the hell we want to do. Let's not even stick to what the original script was supposed to be. We just gonna express our emotion. We're gonna express our frustration. We're gonna express our anger, and we don't care. You understand what I'm saying? So, a lot of people they always wondered, like, yo, UMC's first album was dope, classic material. Second album was cool, but that's not them. It wasn't us because we was going through emotional destroy. Like we was fucked up because we were being done dirty at the record label. So when you're hungry and you don't got no food to eat, your whole everything is,
Is what it is.
you're tight, you're mad, you're angry, you don't have no rationale. You know what I mean? You can't even see clear because you're wondering why you're in this position and you're mad at it. So the frustrations came out in that second album. And production was still dope. Rhymes and lyrics still dope. It's just it was a different attitude.
So now all that's done, UMCs, then what happens?
Then myself and Kim say, get rid to this contract. We out of it. Let's go and, hit the drawing board. I'll check you. You check me. We figure it out. We'll come back together for whatever it's worth when it's time. But right now, we got to go our, just everybody live, do what we do. And that's basically when I went to become electrician, then turned into producer. Cool so Kim didn't want to figure out, he still wanted to be a rhymer, hard body, so he reinvented himself. And he turned it to New York Oil. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't understand, like NY Oil is Cool Kim. So he been around still. So we've been doing it. I just chose to, sit in the captain's chair, the pilot's chair. like behind the scenes and all of that.
Shout out to the real. So while you was an electrician, did you get married? Did you have kids? What was you doing?
Oh, I did all of that. Probably close to marriage 2 times, but just couldn't jump the rug. Couldn't do it. Couldn't
put it all together.
jump the broom. Yeah. But I got 4 beautiful kids. You know, my oldest is the oldest. He just made me he gave me a little granddaughter.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And he has a very, very dope relationship with his wife and with business. You know, my oldest son was one of those who, you know, he got drafted to play for the Chicago Cubs.
Nice.
You know what I mean? College, all of that. So he's a great young man. And that's our plight. We just want our kids to be bigger and greater and better than us. You know what I mean? He's still in the lane, but now he's on another level. You know what I mean? And he had a dad who's a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? I had a dad who was a street celebrity. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't in the business, but
he was in the business.
HighlyDishFunctional. Shout out to the real.
All right. So, you know what I'm saying? Look, I tilt right now because, yeah, my dad was one of those guys, which he birthed me, and then me birthed my son. Each generation gets bigger. That's
got better.
Great at something. Great at something.
Shout out to the
generation.
So, Rock, talk about you, man. You talk about being back in the day with Smooth the Hustler, running around with the Cream Team. Talk about it. Tell people, because we talked about this before. So nobody talked about it on this one.
Yeah, just love for the culture. You know, you just go through all the stages. I didn't even want to be a rapper. I wanted to be a graffiti writer, artist.
Wow.
But what happens is my mom's got the hands of death, and you got to sneak outside like 12 o'clock at night. So she shut that down. So she kind of killed my graffiti career. I got to pick something new. So now it's dancing. We all dancing. That's our whole real love for it, dancing. We all go out dancing. We go, you know, we have the jams, whatever, the parties, house parties, clubs. That really is the conduit to everything else. We tried the dancing, we tried the graffiti. Some of us are DJing, and then this rap thing, these words. I'm like in because I'm in a great place. I'm too young to participate, but I'm old enough to spectate. So I'm at all the jams and I'm watching it. And the wordplay is crazy. So it just, before it was just the beat. Remember, it was just the DJ and the beat. But once the MC came, put the words on it, that's where we all at. That inspiration comes from all the MCs before us. So we get into that. UMCs, we all know each other since childhood. We all connected. The island is connected. Everybody's connected one way or another. They take off with UMC. He's an electrician with transit. I'm in junior year in high school. He like, y'all got the deal. I seen him after school at the train station. Real pivotal moment. I said, so what you gonna do? You gonna take that deal? Because back then, a transit job is like lottery. It's stability, it's a career, it's health and dental, it's everything.
Right.
You can
So
remember,
real
you
quick,
can survive.
Real
with
quick.
one income.
Get back to the record, but real quick. So you heard Rex say transit, right? So that whole, I used to work for the city. I used to work for Local 3. But out of high school, I had a job with transit. So that was my electrical experience. So the timing, you know what I mean? All between that time was us doing music, running around, me getting a job with transit. You know what I mean? And it was all going down. And that's all the transitions, the ups and downs. But back, right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's
I
he was
I'm
doing
like,
good straight out of
because
high
they
school.
heard
because you gotta
because
remember, life is happening. See, people be in this weird thing with artists like that's all they do.
Right.
No, life is still life.
Absolutely.
So when I asked him, I said, "Yo, what you gonna do? You gonna take that deal?" And he stopped. Like he paused. He stopped working and everything. Like, hey, that's the
we'll
$1
go
million
for the record
question.
deal.
Career, record deal. You already know because we can't do it.
Word.
Yo, I left the job like, look, I'm not coming back here no more.
But you know what I'm saying, on the life side of things, what you think the family was saying? Are you crazy?
Are you crazy? Right.
Are you crazy?
They had no
'Cause
faith. No
You
faith.
gotta remember, to say you wanted to be a rapper back
Who's
then,
gonna have faith in you
our
wanting to
family
be
is
a
looking at
rapper?
us like, are you crazy? What is that?
Yeah, that's one of
I
those.
wasn't making no money back then like that.
Right.
And plus, even rapping now, nobody believes until you do it. So
They go into it, they go into
Oh,
the
that's life.
machine,
That's life
and the
all
record
day.
takes off. The record took off. So the choice was the better choice because the record took off.
Period.
The record takes off so much. I don't see this dude for a couple of years. He's touring. I don't see him. The second album, by the second album, I'm Making My Bones. It's me, Smooth, Trigger, P.D. Elias Christ, and Foxy Brown. We were DR period next level. Me and Foxy don't even have rap names yet. We don't have no name. We just cutting demos. Cutting demos, because DR had just finished How About Some Hardcore, MOP. So we're his chosen artist right behind MOP. When he told you that the game changed, the terrain, the sound, the whole look of rap changed. It was a lot more upbeat, it was energetic. But then that street corner, everything started changing. The poetry started sounding rougher. The beats got grittier.
When the boys came out. That's when everybody wanted to wild out.
The Jesus pieces replacing the medallion and all those type of things. We all getting into flyness. We getting into Helly Hansons and Polo and Guess. You know what I'm saying? Estee Lauder, everything. So the whole thing.
All them Apple Jacks and them glossy shoes and
all that's out of here.
Out of here.
Out of here.
Out
of here. You still running around like that? You out of here. You better get
Polka
out there.
Dots. That's when Polka Dots was done. You
what
remember
did Ben say? You played out like Kwame with the fucking polka. Everything is
all of that
here.
stuff was there. So everything was changing.
So he peeps it. We not around each other. He peeps it because he changes his name to Fantom of the Beat. I'm hearing all these banging records. I'm the type of person, I like to read the credits on records since I was young. I like to know who did what, who played that.
Right.
I keep seeing this name, produced by Fantom of the Beat, Fantom of the Beat, Fantom. I'm like, who is this dude? Because he's on a lot of records. Unbeknownst. That time we dropped The Broken Language, The Hustling. Same thing with him. Record takes off, we on tour. So now I'm out here running around coast to coast, continent. Then we hit our deals in the Def Jam. That changes. Remember, it's always changing. The system always upgrading itself. It ain't going to go back per se. It's going to keep getting. The system's going to outsmart the artists because the system is run by non-artists. So they got to stay a step ahead of us. Wu-Tang comes out, Unleashed comes out, Smooth the Hustler, all these artists, Biggie, Onyx is out. Unbeknownst, this dude is making bangers for people. We have not seen each other. Being from Staten Island, he's from Stapletown, I'm from Park Hill. So our roots run deep. The clan we grew up with, the UMCs we grew up with. So everybody went to school with each other, related to each other some way, connected. Chef, Power, Cuban Links. I start off with Kappa. Me, Kappa, and Street Light from the same building.
Shout out to Capadon. That was my favorite.
Shout out to the sensei Capadonna. I said my first round with Capadonna. 10 years later, he comes out the building. It's a Spanish dude with a ponytail and a Cherokee. He go talk to him. He turns out and say, yo, Rec, you want to make a mixtape? I'm like, yeah, why not? We go up to D&D. That becomes Tony Touch Tape 50. So my first,
Tony Touch.
I'm starting red hot. I'm starting red hot. Everything I'm around, the people around either changing the game or making the history.
For real.
UNC's is my homeboy.
You in the loop.
Is my homeboy.
You in the loop.
I'm in the midst of greatness.
Yeah.
I'm working hard. You already know that era. Your pen game had to be heavy.
For real.
There's no slackers.
It was all about lyrics. For real.
And your beats, that boom bap, it ain't just boom bap. Sidebar. That's the sound in New York. See, people forget about it because they trying to be other cities.
Yeah, that's a big problem. Right? I want to get to that
identity crisis
after this.
Everybody wants to take credit.
I know you want to go there. But what happens is we do the records, Kappa, Pillage. I'm on Everything is Everything. We hit the tour. Mind you, same thing happened to him. That moment when you go, you're going to go to college, I'm in John Jay. Get a record deal. You going to finish college? You're going to take this record deal. So now I got the Fantom question too.
Oh, shit.
You going to go to forensic science school? Or you going to take this record deal?
That deal.
You see, we here doing the interview.
Yeah.
So,
period.
Takes off. We've been on summer vacation for 25 years, bro. Of course, ups and downs. Of course, the ups and downs, the highs and the lows. Do the Pillage album, that takes off. Golden first week. We all over the world. Come back. Chef, I'm out of town. I'm in ATL. Chef and I'm in ATL. They putting together something big. My homeboy, I grew up with Power too. My homeboy cool with him in Brooklyn. Because we got the Staten Island and Brooklyn thing that run real deep too. Staten Island born, Brooklyn for family. So real families, no, on the weekends, your whole family get together. So we all go back to Brooklyn. So that's why it's the back and forth. The common denominator between me and family is we on Staten Island, heavily Brooklyn connected too. So we get the, you know what I'm saying? Ray's putting together his follow-up album, Immobilarity. And he's putting together a group called Cream Team. Shout out to Ray and Power for every opportunity. Meet up down there, they in the studio. They just throwing on beats. It's me, Lord Superb, Chip Banks, rest in peace. Lord Bird, rest in peace. Mel Carter, rest in peace.
I get happy when I hear this story. I really get happy when I hear this story.
Because he didn't know. He did not know.
I didn't know everything that was going down.
He did not know I was rhyming, so he didn't even know I was rhyme record. He doesn't know. All these records come out. We do a movie called Black and White. We get a movie deal before we get a record deal. Never seen that one before. So we basically recorded a Mobilarity, the soundtrack to a movie, and our own album. We moved to LA, we doing all this crazy stuff. So now I'm on another coast. So I'm definitely not going to see him. He over here conquering production. I'm over here making my bones, leveling up every time. Like all great things, sometimes the parents get a divorce. Those parents at that time for us was Ray and Power for their business. They regrouped, of course, but he had to start his own thing. In the midst of that, I looked at it like, you know what? I'm out of all the contracts and obligations. I'm going to go indie. Because the politics and the contracts and all that stuff, it's a lot that have you entangled in stuff. The one thing you want to do is get free from everything with your name intact, with all your credit, all your status, so you can keep moving.
Right.
What happens is I disappear for like almost 10 joints. I had brain surgery.
Yeah.
I fell out in a barber shop, woke up in a hospital.
Oh my
So he
God.
doesn't get to see me still until I get back on my feet. I'm back in the town. I'm going indie. I'm still going through the changes with my brain and all that.
Hello.
But I'm trying to complete the mission, if you feel me. I'm going to
Right.
finish what I started. We crossed paths by the ferry, Lower Manhattan. For all those Staten Islanders or those who don't know, Lower Manhattan is the playground for Staten Islanders. As soon as we off the ferry, Lower Manhattan is out.
I
I'm with my people. He walking up the street with another homeboy, Quaz. He comes up to me and goes, yo, why ain't got no beat on your album? I tell him, I can't afford you right now. I found out he was Fantom of the beat. Back then, they pay you a lot of money for beats. You know what I'm saying? The budgets was flowing. He gonna tell me, yo, man, don't ever diss me like that. Me and you go back. We used to go to the clubs together. What you talking about? Send me 3 beats.
Wow.
He going because he on his run. He dropping beats off everywhere. I hit him back. I said, I got the song. He said, yo, send it to me. That first song is the autobiography.
That's
He
no
like, yo.
brainer.
He
That's
like,
no
yo.
brainer.
He like,
No
yo, you
brainer.
got something. I got an album and you got something. 1 and 1 make 2. You got the first single, boy. I said, I'll do you one better. If I get this video done straight off the gate, he said, yeah, who you gonna get to do the video? We in a movie called The Origin of Hip Hop, the Staten Island story. I said, yo, I'm gonna get my cousin. He said, who your cousin? I said, Carl Lou from Carl Lou Production. He said, that ain't your cousin, because my cousin is his best friend since grade school.
Wow.
All connects.
It's a lot.
connected.
Listen, it's a lot
had
more
no
connections than that.
clue
He has no clue until
they're
he's
related.
hearing me
And I
rap.
hang out with both of them.
And you
But
didn't
I
know this.
I hang out with both of them, and I don't know their cousins, B.
Mm.
Not
Shout out
water
to
cousins. We blood cousins.
Mm.
So, cuz, do this video. The song is out of here. The buzz gonna hit. Everybody gonna be in their proper position. The music he got, the rhymes I got, y'all got the visuals. He dropped a single in the video, Buzz City. So buzzworthy. Shout out to Daytwan Thomas. Fantom takes the record up there to Vibe magazine. He lets them hear the record. They stop the record, play the record again. By the time he gets back to Brooklyn to tell me how the meeting went, Daytwan wrote a online editorial and review of the single live on Instagram.
Dope.
From that point, it's a go.
All right, hold up. So now, you got a question? Let's get these.
So I did. I kind of wanted to know where. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting a snack. That's cool with everybody.
I love
Really
it.
not cool. Good.
Doing what you do.
I'm gonna make a sandwich. I ain't gonna lie. But
you really making a sandwich?
Yeah, I'm about to make a sandwich. I am not playing. I'm hungry.
Yeah, highly dysfunctional.
Not
For
cooking
real.
it. It's
She
highly
making a
dysfunctional
sandwich.
as shit right now. I'm gonna be honest.
Do what you do.
Sorry, guys. But I wanted to know. I've been waiting. I've been dying to ask. So, the era, I did a little research. I definitely could do a lot more because you guys have a lot of history that I did not get to touch everything on. But I wanted to know more about, did you have like any kind of like connections with like the Wu-Tang? Were you guys like at all collaborating? Like, did you have anything to do with their start? Like, that's what I would like to know.
Nah, I think everybody, their start is their start, just like UFC's is their start. Like we just young.
Did you guys collaborate though? Like, was there any?
Well, Fantom.
Okay, so you gotta reiterate Raekwon, Cream Team.
Oh,
So that's all collaboration, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm part of his flagship group, American Cream Team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on Raekwon albums, projects, the movie soundtrack. We got the video, It's Not a Game, for the movie Black and White. I helped score part of that movie. We're connected to like Robert Downey Jr., Claudia Schiffer, Elijah who's it, Elijah Wood,
Elijah
Allen
Wood.
Houston. It's a lot of people connected
Mike
to this
Tyson?
movie. Mike Tyson.
Oh, real
Oh
quick.
no, that's official.
Yeah, we're
How was-
connected to a lot of big people. What's the guy? The
Robert
Meet the
Downey?
Fock- Robert Downey. No, Meet the
That's
Fockers.
dope.
Meet
What's
the
the other-
Fockers. Oh, Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller. All
What?
these people were in this movie.
Yeah, Black and White's a
All
big
in one
movie.
movie.
Yeah.
Black and White was definitely a dope ass movie.
That's fly.
Bijou Phillips.
Those are pieces and accolades.
So you guys, okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. That's you about you get ready to go there. I was just gonna say those are accolades and pieces that noteworthy. Like
Our
I didn't
bios-
even know some of like I like this discussion because there's certain things that I even learned a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like it's dope to really I know where you're coming from to know where you're going. That's what this whole
Absolutely.
game is about.
I definitely like the way he put that together. There's a lot of history here. So let me ask you something. And then I want to ask you something because you said you had brain surgery and it took you away for a while. And I want to know what you was going through at that time.
How did you get right back to it? I want to know.
Because this is what I do. It's a story here.
No, I mean, how did you get right
I
back to
think
it?
she was talking to him,
I was,
asking
but
Rekka how did he get back to it, right?
It wasn't a right back to it, but it was way faster than what a person would expect. At one point I couldn't hear in my right ear and I would try to rhyme and it sounded like I was underwater. I was off balance and I would repeat things. But the crazy part is at this time, under a whole nother vibe, I was gonna sign to Stankonia. So we in Stankonia, I was about to sign a big boy, and we had to act like I could hear him. Because everything they would say to me, I'd be like, yeah. Yeah.
Hold up. So you talking about Outkast, right?
Yeah.
Outkast big. So what was it like? What was that experience like?
I mean, I'm gonna tell you, because I was in ATL for a while and we was doing Cream Team and on Mobile Larry down there.
Mm-hmm.
So being down there, I also worked for Patchwork Recording Studios. If you ever, it's like one of the number one studios around. I was a night manager there. And it was like working there, the vibe with them, shout out to the whole Dungeon family. Cool vibe. Outkast is just some cool dudes. Dre is cool. Big Boy, he the more the energetic one, but they cool. We went there to do the Skewed on a Barbie with Raekwon and Outkast. We was in the studio for that. That was crazy. Shout out to rest in peace to Rico Wade too, because they was in there working on what album was it? Aquemini, Return of the Gangster. They was playing the keys on that. They was doing that. And then they pulled up the beat. Shout out to Gift. The energy was good. They humble, like they ain't, how some artists is real rock starish.
Yep.
And some people are just really grounded.
Absolutely.
That's them.
Nice.
They can be celebrities without being obnoxious and
Down to earth.
arrogant. You know what I mean?
Shout out to the real. Fantom, where you at?
Yeah, be right back.
Taking a shit? All right. Shout out to the real. We got to take a bathroom break. All right. Fantom.
Exactly. That's exactly what I did.
So let me ask you,
No, not take a shit. Take a bathroom break.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
It's shit.
All right, you want to clean that up. All right. But let me ask you something. In your top, because a lot of people don't know, like you said, he didn't know that you was Fantom on the beat and what beat you was producing. So let's talk about top 10 of your favorite beats, man.
Oh, man. 10 of my favorite beats?
After the UMC, and then now he figured out, he's like, I didn't know he was doing all these beats. So let's talk about some of your major production that people might not know about. We already did Apollo Kids. I want to get to the Busta Rhymes story because that was your first beat you said you gave away. Yeah. And then you already got Magic Stick. So let's talk about, some of your top 10 crazy beats. Let's go through that history.
So you probably going to go from Busta Rhymes, Take It Off record. And in between there, it started with Wu-Tang now. Because remember, I'm UMC's, I'm Stapleton.
Right.
Oh, I was there when Wu-Tang was, developing before
Right.
they became Wu-Tang. And
Right.
if you listen to UMCs, we're the first ones who mentioned Wu-Tang on a record
Okay.
before Wu-Tang came out.
That.
So that tells you we was already a part of all that. So the production now, even though I wanted to be UMCs and I'm not Wu-Tang, I am, you know what I mean, part of that whole structure.
The whole
So it's
movement.
easy for me to do beats for each of the artists in there.
Mm.
So I ended up doing Inspector Deck's album. That was called Immobility.
Nah.
Not Immobility.
Nah,
No,
that's Ray.
the movement.
Movement.
I love Immobility too, but I can't take credit for it. My bad. Look, I did. I did the movement with me, Inspector Deck, and Ayatollah. So that was a whole album for a Wu-Tang member. You understand what I'm saying? And then Capadonna. So, Kappa was on Razor Sharp and they was all going through Sony back then. So from there, Deck, Kappa, Ghosts, Apollo Kids. I did some, we did some because at that point in time, it was me and, a couple of my brothers that we were produced together with, and I'm talking about blood brothers.
Okay.
So whatever project I get on, they give me their beats. We all funnel it through the same system, and then we're all on. You know what I mean? So we did a couple of, Kevin Little, did all in between. Kevin Little, R. Kelly, more Busta, more Spliff. What was you about to say?
What about did you ever do any work with Rakim?
The God? No.
No? Okay.
Now that's something that was in my mental.
What?
I always wanted to, but I watched the climate. I watched the way the thing moves.
Right.
And, by the time he was ready to get busy again,
Wasn't the time.
it wasn't my time. You know what I mean? Because he was looking for something that he needed to do on his own and how he wanted to do it. So I was like, let me fall back. I'm going to watch. I'm going to wait. I'm going to chill. Let him get his, you know what I mean? Let him get back to it the way he's doing it so I can understand where he's getting ready to come from.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
Now I understand where he's coming from now.
Now you got
Now I'll get to rock him.
Yeah.
Right? So that's how I play it.
Nice.
And there was a whole bunch of different artists in between, from R&B to hip hop, the movies. We had like 3 or 4 movies with Majestic in it. Yeah, about 3 movies with Majestic. And music is a gift that keeps giving too, because now we got a commercial get ready to come out.
What's that about?
A New Balance commercial. When I worked on Ghost's album, Supreme Clientele.
Nice.
So there's a song where him and his son get ready to come out on a commercial. So these are all pieces that were done and they happen. Now it comes back full circle. We're watching. We was on point with the timing, and this is the timing, So yeah, just multiple productions and just staying busy, just grinding and discovering new talent. Working with Pop the Brown Hornet, working with Shaheem, working with, we just keep moving and we put that attention where we think is going to do the best, have the best momentum and things sprout from it, You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and
So-
it's not over because now there's a whole bunch of, I got a record label, I got distribution, I got publishing, I got TV credits now, I got Grammy nomination now. You know what I mean? So you put it all together and you get ready for the next step again. But you got to pay attention to the playing ground.
Yeah, for
You got to
sure.
watch the field.
Chad, you got something? Because I'm taking it away.
Quick question. What's success to you guys? What do you consider success?
That's on you.
Rekka?
When I was younger, it was more glamoury, bright lights, all that money material, because that's what you see.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they present you with.
Mm-hmm.
I think this documentary is showing that all the work that we did is now catching up.
Mm-hmm.
So it proves one thing, the worst thing is it's not all in vain. And to be able to do what I'm doing this long is successful because it's not a job when you love what you do. We've had money, we've spent money, we drove nice cars, we've been in big cribs, we've been in small cribs. You know what I'm saying?
Big booties.
Can't forget those. Can't forget
those. Big booties, slim models, all that. So right now, I would just say, man, success is being able to attain the dream, still be able to live through it, and come out intact.
For sure.
Because we done had all the material things. We done got high. We done got drunk. We done slingshot all through the world. I've been around the world like 2-3 times. So we already successful. We would like to get a lot more money. You know what I'm saying? You want to get some more money because we was young. We was, we didn't know what to do with all the money because money don't come with instructions.
You lived life though. You lived a little something.
So we lived a lot of it. I ain't gonna be too wordy on it, but we good. And this new joint, Grimo, we keeping more than success is the succession of making great things.
So
Nice.
I just I'm gonna sum it up. Success to me is my kids starting off on the next level.
Yeah.
Like we started off on one level. I've done what I've done in order to propel them quicker, faster, easier.
Mm-hmm.
They're not starting from the same
spot
we started at. They're going to start here now. And that's success to me, legacy.
Absolutely.
They got to start beyond where I started. And that's our job to make sure that happens.
Mm.
If I can have contributed and made that happen, that's my success.
Amen.
Definitely.
Nada, you got something?
Well, as far as my
no,
success?
You can answer that too. You can answer that too, but you can answer.
I definitely agree with everything you just said. It's so true. Right now, it's all about my kids as far as making sure they're straight. That's what it's all about. Absolutely. I agree with him 100%. So my thing is, I want to know exactly where should I tune in for your next project? Like where should I tune in? Where's the platforms that
I get it.
So I mean, basically, we're gonna start. See, I ain't do the website yet.
Okay.
See? And that might be I don't know, a bit of laziness, a bit of not really concerned with it right now, but need to get it next because I just think I was accumulating. You know what I mean? So we just gonna stick with the regular Phantom of the Beat on
Okay.
IG. And that's with a Fantom _of_the_beat on Instagram. And then you also got phantommusic.rec on Instagram.
Okay.
And those are the sufficient spots. That's where you could catch me. I answer, I chime in, I check everything out. You know what I'm saying? And I connect. But we got a lot of things coming out right now. Me and Rekka, like he said earlier, the single grind mode, that's the focus right now.
Okay.
So we're gonna focus on that single. We're gonna get the video done, and we're gonna support the documentary by calling Lou, the Staten Island story.
Yeah.
Every day. So that's another thing, to just keep aware of, because that documentary highlights, a lot of the questions people may have for the first time seeing. They'll wonder, they'll feel, they'll gravitate to it. It's ready to go, it's out there, and I just want people to jump in at any point.
Nice.
Definitely. Shout out to Carlu Productions for putting together a great documentary, creating another plateau and platform for all the community of the culture of Staten Island hip hop to have their stories told, to have their experiences shared amongst the world throughout the internet and everything. Because you got to understand something. None of us even expected or was thinking about a documentary when we was doing. No one knew or knows that they're creating history while making history.
Yes.
So for that, I would say, as I've always said, post brain surgery, sometimes the journey is better than the destination.
Absolutely.
And it's been a journey, definitely a journey for me. This journey that me and Fantom is on, creating great music, great product, great energy. We, get back out here campaigning, reaching out to the people. We're going to keep putting out good music.
Yes.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Shout out to the real. Y'all been on a lot of tours. Y'all been all over the world. I need to know, what's the craziest thing y'all been through or seen on the road?
Stuff.
My first time Amsterdam.
I thought you was going to plead the fifth.
I thought so too.
I'm giving them a safe one. That's
Don't be safe. This is dysfunction, yo.
No, this is the funniest thing because we in the hood. And we're not, 8 hours later, we in a whole nother country.
Oh,
and me, Smooth Trigger, we on stage, Christ, and we performing. Now, weed is illegal out here.
Right.
We performing, and they throwing weed at us.
Mm-hmm.
And they throwing so much weed, we fucking up our own. So it's like, hold on. Hold on. And that was just a life experience. The whole thing. One of the crazy things I've seen too, we was in Toronto at a carnival, right? Carnival, you've been there, it's lit. Carnival is lit. What's crazy? These dudes got into it, shoots the guy, or shoots or stabs the guy. Everybody clear out like, oh, right? Crowd come back, throw the sheet on him and go back to party.
Oh, shit.
Get out of here.
No one fucks up carnival.
That shit was regular out there.
That's crazy. That dude was on the floor with a sheet on. Motherfuckers still. Ambulance came like hours later. Yo, I've never seen that before. It's like a Western movie. Like,
the
show must go on.
My last one is a classic. It's just one classic, and it takes the cake for all the other experiences I've seen. No, wait. Like, this one is the most funniest one ever. So, what was it? Where were we? The Palladium or the Ritz? All right, so it's a PM Dawn show.
Oh, wow.
In New York. So I'm not even on tour. I'm in New York. I'm probably in the middle of tour or something. And it's the PM Dawn show. They highlighting. There's a whole bunch of different artists on there though, on that bill. But we're hosting with D Nice. So we're hosting the show. We're engaging with the crowd, inviting the artists onto stage, going back and forth. So by the time it's PM Dawn's time to perform, they get on. Now, lo and behold, we forgot that PM Dawn is in New York, and BDP got beef with PM Dawn for some reason.
Shit.
Right?
Mhm.
So, wait a minute. I'm like, no, mind you, we called them on stage, but we're with D Nice. So we all down together. You know what I'm saying? So I'm bugging because I started realizing, wait a minute. Something looks fishy in here. So you start seeing like, you ever been in a movie theater and you know the exit doors
Mm-hmm.
and the pathways right by the exit doors, right?
Oh
Now
boy.
imagine it's dark and you just got a little bit of light and you just see shadows running all up to the booth, all up to the stage. Like it's like so quick like that. You know what I'm saying? So they're coming out of nowhere. Next thing you know, freaking they stopped the music. All the PM Dawn stuff was done. Here you go. Bam, 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 bam. Boom, 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 boom. Yo, the crowd went crazy, B. That is the ultimate hip hop moment.
Wow.
Shout
Now,
out to the
now comparing KRS-One to PM Dawn, you know, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
it still was a moment.
That's
way it happened.
You know
That
what
is
I'm
a moment.
saying? Like, I don't, PM Dawn don't look like there was a challenge to
at
BDP.
all. That's a whole different situation.
People thought
That's not
MC
even
Hammer
fair,
wasn't.
yo.
That to show you.
Yo,
You
That
get
wasn't even
somebody
fair,
Wednesday.
yo.
well,
You get somebody on the weekend, you're gonna see them by Wednesday.
Mhm.
yo, yo, but the way it happened and the way the music came on, the way the DJ set it off, the way you just saw Homeboy fly that way, it was
Ah,
like,
shit.
yeah,
Oh, we
yo,
be
what
fly.
is this? Yo,
Damn, I wish that was recorded.
somebody got it.
Somebody
You gotta
got it.
have it. Somebody gotta have it.
It's
Somebody
definitely
got
We
it.
gotta find it, y'all.
real quick.
Oh, that's the mission now. I'm on it.
When you
Somebody got that.
when you think about hip hop today, and you see what's going on, and you see the rappers nowadays, man. And that's another thing we talked about New York trying to be somebody else. Exactly. They let the South take over the culture, and now everybody
I
wants
hate
to
it.
be down South. And I say that for both women and men. So right now, what do you think? What do you think about the hip hop scene? Are y'all guys listening to any of the guys now?
I listen to I don't care if you're young or old, if it's banging, it's banging. That's the number one rule. I don't care where you come from. They got an Indian dude I be seeing on Instagram that be freestyling. Like he got a whole
Fire.
squad behind him. So it's like the rule of hip hop don't change. If your shit banging, it's banging. Ain't no denying you got to bang it. But the dumb shit, I don't subscribe to the dumb shit. You know you can tell the difference between garbage and good shit. You don't need a rocket scientist. I don't need
Can I
12
can I
A&Rs
ask
and a
you? Can I
scientist.
ask you what you consider garbage? Or is that
That's a
too
good
much?
question.
Is that reaching? I just want
Why did the dumb like the shit be garbage? Like what the fuck are you saying? Like we classifying garbage and shit garbage. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
levels to the shit, man.
And then,
Sometimes garbage be catchy. It catches sometimes garbage.
I mean, okay, some shit is garbage and some shit is catchy. What's the guy that had the song? He wasn't a super rapper. Gilo. I wish I was a little bit taller, was baller. He wasn't no lyrical dude, but the song was catchy.
Right.
I wasn't mad at the song. You knew the song when it
Still
came.
remember the song.
You still
I
look,
do
you still
too. I
remember the
I
song.
know the
It was a
words.
little,
Because
yeah,
rap used to have a variety where everybody could be themselves. But
right.
now we got this little narrow thing where, look, either your shit is hot, stupid, or catchy. It's a lot of garbage. Just like you told you about the right timing, I
Right.
benched myself. I see.
I heard 50 Cent say that. So
That
I'm
takes
not coming out with
discipline.
no record. I'm not
That
coming
takes
out with no record.
discipline. It
This
takes
shit is too
discipline to do
stupid.
that.
This
I
ain't me.
heard 50 Cent say that. You had to sit his ass down.
She was getting retarded after a while. You like,
What about you, fan? Anybody you like to do some records with right now?
Nope.
Well,
Shout out to the real. That is a no. Gotta be somebody, man.
that's a big no. That's a big no.
Nah,
for me.
it means I'm not locked into the industry. So the names I mentioned, nobody's gonna know who they are until we set the stage for them to bring them out. Those are the ones that I fuck with. Everybody else that's out there right now, I'm cool with a bunch of, the middle ground from my era from this era that knows my era, or those types, that they learned off of where we came from.
They have an old soul.
They're doing that type of stuff.
Yep.
That's who I cater to or I deal with for the most part. Maybe one or two of the newer ones. Me and Graf been kicking it. You know what I'm saying? So it's in the air. You understand what I'm saying? And Graf he refined. He just jumped right back into you understand what I'm saying? So me and him can relate already. So boom, you going, I'm going with you. Let's go. We going together. Boom. That's how I connect. Other than that, the newest, I can't really deal with any of the new other than what I'm about to put out as new.
Shout out to Grind Mode. What about that Diddy oil? Y'all check that out?
Ah, shit.
I see what's going on in the industry. I think they need a Me Too for the guys that didn't get paid. Like you said, some of the artists on a label. Nah. You can go back and sue for something 20 years ago and get paid.
You can do it.
I don't see why.
It's a class action lawsuit.
A lot of the OG artists, man, that didn't get paid, they should be able to go back and yeah, we need to get that money, man. That's how I feel about it.
Jump on that train.
But y'all seen the news? I want no comment.
I don't really.
Man, fuck that. I'm just watching that shit like a movie.
I was watching all of this. I already expect.
I'm not doing nah, fuck that.
I'm
that
happy.
Shit crazy. Get your popcorn. Watch this shit to the end of the end.
I'm happy. Let it.
I'm not mad. I'm not hoping.
Let it unfold. Let it just go. Like it just opens up the doors. It's cleansing. That's all it is. It's cleansing. This is real. This is evolution. Evolution, my G. Evolution. It has to be this way.
What is that? What's the term for that?
When are you going to get a turn?
Me?
Sacrifice.
Yeah.
Get a turn what?
When are you going to get a turn?
Right.
What I'm saying is this is evolution. It's
right.
You got to clear it out. It got to
clear it out.
Right. Yeah, right. Get some new people in. I get it. You got to destroy and
rebuild.
rebuild.
You see the record labels collapsing into each other like a multiverse.
Oh, they just cowarding right now.
Word.
That's what they're really doing because they're gonna cower. They're gonna run into the freaking tunnels or whatever they do. Slow down, shut shit down, and then watch for the next thing, and then throw hooks in as soon as it comes out.
Jump on that bandwagon.
Got another one like, yo, let's go. We're gonna run on this one.
Word. I said the new artist, right? Atlanta just dropped 50 artists.
Yeah, I heard about that. I seen that. Some things changing.
Sure. Yeah, they're trimming the fat. They're trimming the fat. So
ain't nothing moving. And I don't know. I'm old. I can't speak on it, but I guess somebody like that shit. Shout out to them. Shout out to the real. What about the women of the industry? Y'all bumping that?
Let me hear this.
What? Bump into what?
Women, the
new
women in the
female
industry.
rappers.
Oh,
I-
well,
I-
nah, she said something different than you
Yeah,
said.
what's
No,
what's the actual question?
I'm
Cause y'all
co-signing him. Women of the industry.
What about them?
I mean,
That's
they
a
say
very.
they
You
taking
gotta
over.
make it. You gotta make that specific. You said women in the industry. What you mean?
Yeah.
I mean, all of them. You got the Sexy Reds, you got the Lottos, you got the Cardi B. Cardi B
Oh,
gave
okay.
birth to the stripper game.
I just told you I don't want to work with nobody.
We got a bunch of strippers on the mic. So, how you feel about that, Rick?
To me, they all derivatives of Lil Kim hardcore. They all trying to be Lil Kim. They
Shout
just
out
got they got to say something way more nastier than her, because that shit just get out of control.
Right.
Come on, Queen Bee, man.
Pay homage at the end of the day.
Y'all all dressing
Pay
like
homage.
come on. Queen.
What
come
about
on,
the BBLs?
hardcore.
BBLs are real booties. Does it matter?
Natural. We like natural, man. We
You like natural.
Team
You like
natural.
I don't need this shit falling apart.
Period. Deflating and shit.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with that.
Stop.
Nah.
I'm not because some BBLs are nice. I'm not gonna knock a BBL, damn it.
All right, you know what? We're gonna keep it on a level. Listen, that's what you do. That's what you do. Me, I prefer natural.
Make it work.
Because I'm not into the drumstick thing. Like,
oh shit.
No, but listen, chicks with no
it look
booty,
weird, man.
they be really mad about the BBLs. you like niggas with you like girls with BBLs? I'm like, nah, I'm like not liking that. Yours look just fine to me.
Crazy.
Shout out to the real. So in closing, guys, y'all got any more questions?
That was good.
I think we covered a lot.
Do we got any more?
Guys.
Yeah, wait, you asking your team?
Yeah, I was asking my team.
Oh, I thought you was asking us. I was like, yeah, I got some
They
questions.
got some questions. All right.
Yeah, throw them out there, man. Throw them out there.
All right. So, how did y'all three come together? Like,
wow.
By chance of luck, this is her first show.
My first show.
She gonna be busy all the rest of this week. Me, I just started out. I know him from the town back in the day. But we connected, on the podcast level. He's in Florida, and we connected like that. So he seen what I was doing. He wanted to do it, and he came over to help me out. Man, he showed love. He believed in my talent as a host, and I appreciate him for that. I love him for that.
That's dope.
That's what's up, man.
I just want to be a part of it. I think it's great. I think it's definitely gonna go far.
It reminds me of a certain set. I don't know where to put it at, but the trio, the trio.
It's giving.
I don't know. Three's Company. It's just shit in my mind. Old shit, like but fresh and new. You know what I'm saying? And it's evolution. I'm telling you, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Oh yeah, one current bench question. What about the election, man? How do y'all feel about that? We got to get all this on record, so I have to say this. It's cliche, but what do y'all think about the election?
Still evolution, evolution. I'm dead serious. Look,
these are your choices. Y'all chose these people. I ain't choose these people. I didn't choose none of these people, man.
So you ain't choosing Trump? You ain't choosing Trump?
I didn't choose these people. These are not my choices.
These ain't the choices.
Election. This is a selection.
The lesser of two evils.
Nah, this is
and that's a bad choice. Well, you got to choose between the lesser of two evils. You want the poison, or you want the bullet? You know what I'm saying?
Either way, you die.
Want to die slow or quick?
How you want it? You want it to look like a fantasy, like we helping you and you die, or you die? Which one you want?
Die.
See, y'all looking up close and just right here and right now. Y'all ain't really checking the backstory of all of this.
That's what's throwing me off.
Backstory ain't backing, man.
The backstory is throwing me off, actually.
Her backstory,
nah, it's evolution. It's supposed to happen the way it's happening. Watch, you got to see.
I mean, I read books in prison that democracy is supposed to break down at some point. So they already know that this shit ain't supposed to work forever. It's supposed to start over again.
This shit got it in our present time. this shit got crazier as soon as we found out that ballots was lost in Florida and somebody won the presidency with no ballots, like with no. How does that happen?
One presidential candidate got blocked out on all communication services.
Say it again.
One presidential candidate got blocked out on all TV and social media.
This is a game. This is just a game right now.
Like this shit is probably.
They lost themselves.
They're not even hiding it no more. We just out here doing what we do.
I don't know if they glitching. Are they glitching? Somebody's glitching because this shit is changing right in front of us.
Biden be asleep at the wheel in front of the world. Like that dude be.
Word, that's wild.
This shit is a joke.
One not cognizant. One is the egomaniac. The other chick talking about she clean collard greens in a tub. No, what are you talking about?
I don't really talk politics because certain words be triggering certain shit. You know what?
It's just comedy to me.
I gotta ask the question. I gotta ask the
Goddamn
question.
circus, yo.
It's just dark comedy to me. Man.
I'm just telling you.
I gotta ask the question. Oh, listen, man. I got one more thing for y'all to do, man. Well, two more things, man. I appreciate. This was a great show for me. I had a lot of fun here today, man. And this is our first show together. So, what you think?
Congratulations!
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, usually it's just me, or it's just me and Chad. So we welcome our lady co-host because we had to soften the blow because I'm a little rough around the edges. So I appreciate this, and this is a moment for me. Thank y'all for being here. But one more thing, man. When you look back, you know what I'm saying, at Fantom of the Beat UMCs, man. When it comes to you, the first word that comes to you about your career? Just one sentence or one word when you think about Fantom of the Beat? Looking back at your legacy, you say impossible, victory, or this. How do you feel about it? Your journey.
It's been a journey. It was a lot of life lessons. It didn't just contain itself to music. It was life, like me having kids young, growing up, having disputes with brothers and sisters, helping family accomplish this or that, and not being able to at the same time, flying back from Cali just to see my son born. This has been a journey that I'm not taking nothing back. I'm just hoping moving forward that, by the will of grace of God, I can manifest everything that I see for the better of the legacy. You see what I'm saying? Like evolution. I said that word a lot tonight.
Evolution.
I
What about you,
I forgot to ask a question. Can I ask one more question?
Yeah, one more.
One more. I'm sorry. What would you say set like who set the is it a person or is it a thing that like basically set the mold for you, like pushed you more to this? I'm not asking the question right, damn it.
You are. I understand. What was my inspiration?
Okay. Inspiration.
Yeah, like what set the mold for you? Like
so there's one that set the mold that put me on the thinking and challenging path. And then there's one that gave me the tutelage I needed by watching and learning from what they were doing. So the first one was my cousin. He's Haitian, right?
Okay.
Stop, I said.
Shout out.
But in 1981, 81, 82, 81, I would say 80s, he's the only one rocking Devil's jeans.
The jeans.
And like silk shirts and Bally's and
Playboys. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's who I saw. And he's older than me. So
trendsetter.
So that part, he was in the street. He had gear. He was fly. So, and I'm still young watching. So he's one. So I saw how he was moving. I saw how everybody was reacting to him. I saw how much drive and personality he had. That was one. So from there, I learned to be like, okay, cool. I want to be flashy fly too. Then the music side was like, okay, here's the illest expertise that I'm witnessing at this time. And it's by this new dude called Molly Mall dropping, he's dropping the Juice Crew. He's dropping, MC Shan. He's dropping, Roxanne Shante. He's dropping Kane and Biz. That was it for me. So I started following that path as a producer, but implementing my own thing because I love his strategy and I love his thought process when he created the beat. You know what I mean? I could tell, I could see it, I hear it in all the beats. So those were the two inspirations for me. And other than that, it was just the one.
Nice. Wow.
Let's go, Rick. You got an answer?
Real quick. Every great moment that I've seen growing up, and then as far as a MC, I would have to say Kane, Rakim, KRS, Coogee Rap.
Great.
Good list. Good list.
And that was it. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is cultural. The clothes, the graffiti, how we linked up, the parties, everything. Because I lived it.
Right.
As far as the art form, lyricism, those four people, and then you start adding, like Ice Cubes, Chuck D's, Ultramagnetic, stuff like, you know what I'm saying? But those four right there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got one more and then I'm done. So another big inspiration was Martin. Hear me out.
Martin Lawrence?
Yep. Because he was one of the biggest reasons for us being seen worldwide. So if you look at Martin Lawrence, you'll see the UMC poster.
That's right.
Right.
Where's that? House Party? Wait, where? In what?
In every episode of Martin.
Every episode. He's right. He's
In
right.
the apartment. That's right.
That's a fact. That's right. Shout out to the wheel. We're going to pull that up. That's
I'm about to pull it up right now.
All right.
You see UMCs, and that was it for me. That was like, wow.
Every episode.
Wow.
That's right.
How did I miss that? Because I'm sure I've seen every episode.
You seen it, you just didn't catch it.
I didn't catch it, though. Now that y'all point that out to me.
If that ain't never gonna unsee it. I don't know what you call it. I don't know what it's syndicated, so you still see this poster every day.
That's being written down in the history books, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's legacy.
Word.
Shout out to the real. I need y'all to say one more thing. Shout out to the real, highly dysfunctional.
Shout out to the
real, highly dysfunctional.
Shout out to the real, highly dysfunctional.
Shout out to the real. Shout out to the fake. Shout out to that nosy bitch. You better stay in your place. Get in line. Punk. Phantom on the beat.
Eat for the street.
Thank you for coming on. We got a history lesson here today.
Yeah.
Shout out to the highly dysfunctional crew. We out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Salute to you guys.
Salute. Thank you. Thank you
guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All of you.
Appreciate you. Thanks.
Salute.